YouTube, what is going on? Back on my latest video, back in the installment of Speculation Saturday. So I have 3 pops I want to talk about with you guys today. All pops I think are a good time to buy because I think they may be future grails. So let's get right into it and get my thoughts. Here we go.
Listen, been in the game for a minute, clocking in because it's time to get down to business. Stunting is a habit, on me I'm good at it. Asking around town, I'm known as the Popsavage.
Alright guys, before we get into this video, please smash that like button down below. Let me know you guys are enjoying these videos, and as always, if you're new to this channel, welcome, hit the subscribe button down below as well so you're updated to my most recent content. Hit that bell notification so you're alerted as soon as I post a new video. So if it's your first time tuning this segment, we like to try to do every Saturday, talk about the financial side of Funko Pops, whether it's different topics I find interesting or pops I think are going to go up in value, and that's what we're going to talk about today. So like I said, I have 3 pops I think you guys should add to your collection. The first one I want to talk about is actually an entire line that I want to talk about, and this one comes a little bit of a caveat. I talked about this line earlier this week in a video earlier this week, so if you haven't seen that, check that out. But a lot of you guys also asked me this question, and I want to kind of talk about this line, and that line is the Digimon line. So, like I said before, in that video, we are getting 2 new Digimon. We're getting Gomamon and Patamon. So the obvious question that people have asked, and I thought the same, is will these now, the old line, be sought out after? So, I talked about these years ago, or months ago at least, about Agumon, because Agumon was definitely one I thought would be more valuable. It did start going up in price, and now I think it's like hovering on like $50 for Agumon. The Gabumon's also showing up as $55 in the Funko app. So the reason why I want to talk about this line is I still think these pops have some upward momentum. There's a couple things holding them back though. First is something I've talked about for a long time, and I've talked about this as one of the biggest financial risks to Funko Pops moving forward, is there's a lot of fakes out there for the Digimon Pops. It includes Ty and Matt as well, the Digidestin. I would be very careful about buying these, making sure you get them from a reliable source. There is a link in the description box below. We get $15 off your first order via Whatnot. They do authentication, so you know that you're getting something authentic from them, so that may be a good purchase to make on Whatnot. But there is a lot of fakes if you look other places, so I'd be very careful about buying that. That can make the price go a little bit further down depending on how much they get mass produced, and if this new line gets pretty popular, they're going to fake these as well. So be very careful. Like I said before, eBay's supposed to be making and implementing something in place that they may weed out some fake Funko Pops, so that would definitely help. But even at $50 for both Agumon and for Gabumon, I think they could go up even higher, being $100 pops, just because Digimon was such a popular property, and I don't think these pops were mass produced. Now these do say available on the Funko shop or Funko app. You know, you guys know that's not very accurate, so there may be vaulted, and I haven't seen these produced for a very long time, but with the new line coming out, they may release a few, so be on the lookout. But I still think these have a higher ceiling than they do now. Ty and Matt, I think they're going for about 20 bucks and under, and like I said, they also are being faked. I think if they start making more of the Digidestin, those are definitely the 2 most popular ones, maybe with like TK and Sora as well. I would definitely add the Matt and Ty in your collection as well as the Digimon. But now it's probably a good time to get them. They're not going to be any cheaper than now, I don't think, unless they restock. But that's not always the best bet to make, because you can blink and these pops will be $100 pops. So definitely a pop I think you should add in your collection before it's too late. Alright guys, so another pop I want to talk about is a pop that's kind of, there's nothing really moving for it. Like there's no property coming soon or anything like that. But there definitely could be in the future, and now it's probably a good time to get it before they do something with it. And that pop is Judy Jetson. So, Judy Jetson is one of the only pops from this line that is vaulted from the original line of the Jetsons. I think they've had 2 lines where I think they did not put a new Judy out, so I think it's the only Judy Jetson pop that's ever come out. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think the other pops that's vaulted is George, and I think Rosie might be vaulted as well. I talked about Rosie in the past, and she did go up. But Judy has not gotten her love yet. She's only going for about $15, $16. She is vaulted. They will not be making this pop anymore. The Jetsons are extremely popular property. A lot of people put them together with the Flintstones, and the Flintstones pops are pretty expensive. There's not really any character from the Flintstones line, for at least the original line, that is affordable. Like, I shouldn't say affordable, but under 50 bucks. They're all pretty much grails at this point. And they've also had some repeats. You know, there's been like I forget what the hats they had for the Flintstones, that club they were in. Drop down in the comment section below if you remember, because I'm drawing a blank here. But when Fred and Barney with those pops also have some value. So I think Jetsons is not catching up yet, but I think that is just because people have not put their money there yet. The pops have not been vaulted for very long, and I think Judy Jetsons probably be one of the first that goes up. She's a popular character. Like I said, they have not made another one of her yet. If you want to get the George, he's not too expensive either. He's like 20 bucks, but being George Jetson, they're probably going to make more of him in the future like they already have, so I'd be a little bit more careful with him. But Judy being a popular character, being only 16 bucks, being vaulted from a very popular property. If we do have an announcement from anybody, Hanna-Barbera Studios or whoever has the rights to them now, that they're making a reboot, I would definitely see the Jetsons getting more love. The Flintstones is being rebooted for an animated show as well, so we may get the Jetsons sooner than you know it, so now is definitely a good time to buy that pop before it's too late. Alright guys, and last but not least, I don't talk about too many sports pops on this segment, but this is definitely one that you should keep your eyes out on, and I think it may actually be the first baseball pop I've ever done in this segment, correct me if I'm wrong, but that pop is Ronald Acuna Jr. So I definitely think this is one you should get because Ronald Acuna Jr. is probably one of the most popular players in baseball right now. He's definitely on a Hall of Fame type track. You know, it's very, very early in his career to know if that's going to be the case. But he's on a good team. I think technically he has one World Series ring. He didn't play in that World Series, but he was, got the ring and contributed to the season. So he's already got a World Series ring. He's making, I think he was one of the leading vote getters. I think he was the leading vote getter in the NL this year, Ohtani being the AL leading vote getter, I believe. So he's a very, very popular player in the league. He's on a Hall of Fame track, and I think a lot of people are going to want his stuff moving forward. There is two Ronald Acuna Funko Pops. There's one in the white jersey, there's one in the blue jersey. I would strongly suggest to get the white jersey. If you ever seen the trend with sports pops, it kind of works how the cards do for sports. The first one being like the rookie card is usually the most valuable unless there is some kind of like giveaway at the stadium or like exclusive, then that may change the dynamics a little bit. But the first one's usually the one you want to get. The white one in the white jersey is vaulted. So it's no longer being produced. That's the home colors, and that's one most people are going to want to get. Like I've said in the past with Funko having a deal with PSA grading, there has been a lot more people who are going to get their sports pops signed or just encapsulated in general, and sports ones or popular players like Acuna are going to be sought out after, and the price is only going to go up. It's showing in the Funko app right now for about $39, $40. You'd be hard pressed to find that price on somewhere like Whatnot or eBay, but if you search hard enough, they do come up for that price pretty often. So I would be pretty diligent with this one. This one already starting to go up a little bit in price, so if you can get it closest to the Funko app price, I would strongly pull the trigger and add that one, because I think that one's going to be a $100 pop. Plus, if we have more good things coming from him in his career. So definitely a pop I think should add to your collection before it's too late. So there you guys go. Those are just 3 pops I want to talk about. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys think about these selections, and if there's anything you guys think I should add in the segment. If I do agree, I will put you guys in next week's video, and I always give you guys credit. Thanks again for watching. Make sure you check out that link down below for Whatnot if you want to get any of the pops from today's video. $15 off your first order. If you want to check out my second channel where I do sports cards, Pokemon cards, and comic books, the link is in the description box below as well for Savage Breaks, my second channel. And thanks again for watching, guys. Till next time, see you later.